Hi. It's Gantry.
Marilyn Monroe.
Marilyn Blackrow, as my neighbor said today, right? And little man in the back is here with me today.
Hey.
What's up? It's been a minute since we've posted a video. It's been like almost, I think, 6 months.
Probably.
Nothing really in particular today that we're going to talk about, but just a couple of things I wanted to mention. Health. Health is very important. Beauty is very important. Taking care of yourself is very important. But I'm gonna touch bases on some people who've posted some videos about weight loss and eating, and it's consumed America now. And I think it's consumed us for the better because we really need to learn how to eat the right foods. Like, it's amazing how when I'm on Facebook and I still see families making fried chicken, it's like, once a week? For real? Like, do you know what you're doing to your kids? You know what I'm saying?
Poor fat kids.
Wow.
Out there.
That's just not the business for your child.
They're going to end up on talk shows all, this is my child.
That is so sad.
This is my 200-pound 3-year-old. Can you pick him up? No.
I mean, we're serious here because food, I think, is very important to me. It's important to you too, right? And what we ingest in our body. First thing that you have to get out of your head, the DIET. There's no such thing. I mean, don't get misconstrued by those words. It's like, there is no diet. If you continue to diet for the rest of your life, you'll never be healthy. Forget losing weight. You'll never be healthy.
Right.
Okay? And if your first agenda is losing weight, then you're not going to lose weight, most likely. You have to learn how to incorporate all good food to help us live. Our bodies were not made, especially now, our bodies were not made to be able to digest milk. And a lot of these diets, you know, if they're low carb, they consist of you having, you know, lots of protein. You can get other protein besides meat. You don't have to have meat in your diet. I mean, do I like meat? I do. More fish than anything, okay? But you don't need to have meat in your diet,
no.
Right? And you don't need to have milk in your diet.
We're not cows. You better not go to the McDonald's.
Okay, that was a mixture of Vietnamese and Swahili.
It was just something I made up. You better...
I've never been a small woman, okay? But I can say, I don't know if this makes a difference or not, but if I eat those foods, like, they don't do well in my stomach. And I see these little skinny girls eating, you know, McDoubles and fries. I'm like, I wonder how you smell. Like, for real. Like, women alone, do you know what that food does to your insides?
It makes your pits smell like onion soup.
Don't you want to smell good for your mate or yourself? Don't you want to smell good? Eating the wrong foods is not going to make you smell good at all, okay? Eating lots and lots of meat is not going to make you, you know, it's not going to make you smell good. Now, granted, if you get on a diet that's low carb and it consists of high protein, and most people in America consider high protein what? Meat.
Burgers.
Okay, they forget about the legumes that you need and like quinoa, and I hated quinoa, but I learned to love it. Okay, so they eat all this meat, but they're not realizing 30 years down the line why we have hypertension, diabetes, diet of congestive heart failure, high cholesterol, because all the meat that we're digesting. Now, there's this diet that's out there. I'm not going to say the name, but it tries to go back to the caveman days and where you are supposed to eat meat, but people not realizing. During those days, we went through the ice age, didn't it? Like, our climate was much different. So we had to eat certain types of food to endure that climate. We ain't living around no ice now, you know? So
we don't be like Texas.
You know, even before the cavemen, what we were gatherers. We were pickers and gatherers. We gathered fruits. We gathered vegetables. Those are the things that you need to eat. I mean, meat and eating a high protein diet, low carbs, you're naturally going to lose weight. Yes. But then as soon as you put a piece of bread back in your mouth, you know what's going to happen? Monique. Never mind. Yeah, that's her name. Monique. So.
Say Monique then.
I said it. Monique. It's,
do her voice too.
I'm not doing her. No way. But
Let's
anyway,
just
I say that because it's something that's very important to me, especially in my culture and being African American. My roots, especially my African American roots, we had to turn slop into meals. And that's really what we know. And when you go down south, the only vegetable you're really eating is what? A potato. And the only green you're going to get is some greens that's smothered in some ham hocks or okra. It's like, but the nutrients is gone because you done boiled it for 4 hours. You know what I mean? And it's just like
tastes like salt.
there's nothing good about that food. We should have at least, what did they say on that documentary that we watched? At least 60% of raw foods every day in our diet. Mm-hmm. I mean, people, if you want to live, you have to learn to eat right. Rick Ross, I don't know anything about his diet. I don't know anything about him, but I guarantee you, if he ate better, he would have had 2 strokes in a day. Was it strokes? Seizures, excuse me.
That's Drake coming in to help him. And then there's somebody videotaping it. Ooh, Dressy, yeah, One more.
Did you say,
Ooh. Look at you on the floor, foaming at the mouth. Ooh.
You know what? It's real shit. This is real life. I felt so bad for him. I was like,
2.
I was like, wait, did he just have another
2.
seizure? And again, I don't know if he's epileptic or I don't know, but you'd be surprised the things that you put in your body really contribute to a lot of these things, and doctors want you to be on medication. That's their job.
When men take off their shirts and they jump around on stage, and when they stop, titties still kind of go all over, it's time to change your diet. Oh, you better stop. Oh, Rick Rose.
Billy, cannot stop laughing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Stop. Just stop doing what you're doing.
So here are some pointers, some things that we do. If you feel that you're going to have a day, now mind you, I mean, everybody wants to enjoy food. This is life. You have one life to live. But Burger King every single day, McDonald's every single day, Pizza Hut every single day, the corner liquor store burrito and Doritos every day, you are really killing yourself. And if you have children and they eat like that, you're killing your kids. That's really the truth. So you got to, all that processed white bread, you got to cut it out. But there are times in our life when we're traveling, we're going places, and I'm not the type to have a thermos every day and have like a bag of broccoli and, brown rice. I don't do that. There's things that you can do, which, you can choose what you want to eat. But those days that you're not going to eat well, and I'm not saying what I'm going to show you to depend on, but if there are some days throughout your week, maybe once a week, you decide to say, you know what? I'm going to have a donut, or I will have a big fat burrito. Try Athletic Greens. And this is a vitamineral green. There's all different types. It runs about $30 per bottle. I actually get this at Berkeley Bowl. And it has every green nutrient you can think of. I mean, everything that the body needs. And when you put the toxins into your body, when you drink a teaspoon of this with whatever, smoothie, water, juice, I don't like the taste. It tastes like wheatgrass, and I do not like the flavor of that.
Lawn.
It tastes like lawn. I had to put it in juice. But when you drink this, you'll realize that your bowels will run smoothly, and the toxins that you put in your body, they don't get into your bloodstream. That's how you gain weight. When you eat food and it gets into your bloodstream, it stores the fat. But if you don't have to keep it in your bloodstream, you won't gain weight. It's that easy. So it's a superfood. There's spirulina, there's yacon leaf, the moringa leaf, kale juice, spinach juice, parsley, carrot pod. I mean, it goes on and on. This is good stuff, and it's good for your skin. I mean, it works well. Tell them about the cacao nibs.
Cacao nibs. It's backwards because this is Mac. However, cacao nibs is the cacao bean. Basically, this is where chocolate comes from. This is the raw chocolate. These are like the beans chopped up.
They're nasty.
Yeah, it tastes like you're
Chalk.
taking a bite out of chalk,
It tastes like chalk,
and vinegar. It tastes like vinegar. It smells like vinegar. I don't know where that comes from, but they're little bits of chewy. Yeah, see.
Oh, I really can't. Oh.
They're bitter. They're really. But if you add them,
they're so good for you.
They don't even melt well.
Here.
I've tried to. No, put them in the back of the bag. I don't want
No,
to right now. Yeah, put them in there. They don't melt well. I've tried to melt them in the microwave, and I put them in there for like 10 minutes, and they're still like this. So mix them with something
real chocolate.
Sweet. You know, put them in your yogurt or something that you're going to have sweet. But this is very, very good for you. Very healthy. This is what people talk about when, chocolate's good for you. Oh, you should eat.
And they say eat more chocolate, eat more chocolate.
No,
cacao nibs.
Don't eat the milk chocolate. No Hershey's.
No Reese's.
No Twix.
Nope.
No, that's not going to help you because it's loaded with sugar. Oh, chocolate's good for you. No. This is the chocolate they're talking about.
The nasty stuff. Real talk. But you can mix it with things and make it be better.
Take a few of them and just chug them like, old Marilyn here is doing. You will feel better about yourself, and you will get all the benefits of chocolate that you've so heard of, the vitamins and anti-cancer whatevers.
Moving forward, the next one is spirulina, pure spirulina. This is a pure Hawaiian spirulina. Okay, spirulina again boosts energy, immunity. It helps with your brains and eye, and it gets all the toxins out of your bodies. If you eat bad, and if you can't really transition to a better diet, get something like this to help you out. It gives you energy. Energy. Those of you who eat at Applebee's, Bill.
You know who you are.
Do you know what there? It's okay. Remember we went there 6 months ago, and I don't like Chevy's. I don't like Applebee's. Oh, that cacao nib was Sorry. I will go to Elephant Bar though. I will go because they give you better choice. We went to Applebee's about 6 months ago, and I rarely ever go there. And I got this appetizer plate of this little riblet. It was so salty, right? I'm like, Bill, this food is like disgusting.
You even told the waitress,
yeah.
Like, you know what?
And she's like, oh, well. Come to find out, their food already comes pre-seasoned, okay? And then the waiter or waitress, before they bring out your food, they sprinkle it with their apple salt, is what they call it, okay? Come to find out, you know what the apple salt is? MSG. You know what MSG is? It's an acronym for, I'm not even going to say the name right now because I can never.
Monosodium glutamate.
Right, thank you.
Mono heart attackament, glutamate, diamate.
Hey, you know when you go to the Chinese restaurant, you ask them MSG, they like almost pee in their pants. They hate that word.
Suddenly they don't understand.
They do not
know what MSG means.
They don't want to answer that. I'm like, no MSG in my food, please. Is there MSG in this food?
It's like what?
It's not good for you.
Better English than me. Just you know what MSG is, buddy.
It's not good for you. MSG is not good for you. Stop going to Applebee's. The food is too salty. Everybody's going to walk out on gurneys one of these days if they continue to go to Applebee's. Start to incorporate good things in your diet because it's all about health and it's all about what you put into your mouth. Really, real talk. Oh my gosh.
Fingers. Oh, what do they put in their mouths?